Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to continue working on part 18 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add some paint, and also we added all of this extrusion. So now we're going to continue working on this. What I want to do is to add something like right here, which is the stairs. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to floor, and we're gonna make it easy for us. Let's go and create a section like this, but flip it around, and then go right here, and we want to extend this one so that we can see much better. So here we have the floor going from the ground to level 1. What I'm going to use is model in place, generic model, and then we're going to extrude it from this wall. After that, you want to make sure that you have a concrete material. So here, let's see this one. After that, at least 150 extrusion from there, and then we could do it like this. So we're gonna fake the stairs because actually it's really hard sometimes to manipulate the stairs. So for me, I do this, and then trim and extend, and then trim and extend on that. We could extend this a bit more, and it's up to us how this one will form. So click on finish, go to 3D to look at it and to expand it a little bit more. AL, align it onto this wall, and as you can see, something that is, it's a bit too much, so we could just pull it back a little bit, and as you can see, it's so easy to do. So at least we're done with that. We could copy this one as well, CO, and so before that, actually just finish it first and then copy, and then rotate it. There we go. And now we could just place it onto this wall. I'm gonna rotate it properly, 90 degrees. Move this one, MV, and just place it onto this. And then now it's up to us to make it. So we could just move that. For some reason it's not cooperating, so don't worry, let's figure this out. There we go. And then we could just go and move it. Uncheck the constraint. We could just move this one from here so that it's not, let's not force it too much like that. I'm happy with that because it's just a back door, so it's not something that gonna be visible on our design, although that's good enough for me to have that stairs right there. Also, I'm going to edit this wall a little bit, So I'm going to go to south elevation, and then here I'm going to at least edit this wall, and I just want to do something like this. Copy it, copy the way this one looks, and then we could just copy it again so that we have the proper distancing. And then click on finish, something like that. That gives more of a design feel. We can even do it much better, CS on this, or we could just select this, edit in place, and then we could create an extrusion. So this one is, I just want to know what material, so aluminum. So we could just pick a plane, select this wall, and we just need to add one. And then offset to maybe 50. And then we could just copy all of them, CO, and then this one, we click it on a different plane, so that's fine. Then go to 3D, and then just nudge it in place, something like that. So a little bit extruded, but that's good. So click on finish, and we have something like that. Let's push it a little bit inside. Not too much, but just a little. I think that's good enough. I'm gonna use AL, align, and then there we go. I think that's good enough with the design and everything. I'm happy with the way that one looks. So now let's set up the sheets. So what we can do is let's save this first. Also, let's create some views. So I'm gonna go to ground floor, and what I usually do, so I'm gonna delete this first. What I usually do is create a camera view and then take an image. So our image is like this. That looks good. We can change this one to realistic if you want. So something like that. And then after that, what we can do is, so we have that one already. So that's one of the views, view number 2. And then we could go to manage and then make this one our starting view. So this is 3D view. So I'm gonna make that my starting view. So every time we open this, this is the look that we're gonna get. We could also quickly render this so that, so we're gonna render it as draft. So we have different settings here, but I'm just gonna do this so that we have an image for our cover sheet. So I'm just gonna quickly click on render. It's just gonna take some couple of seconds, so it's gonna be fine. And then let's just wait for it to finish. And then we're going to have a rendering tab here now. So once we're finished, it's gonna be here, and then we're gonna save it. If you want to check your exposure or to adjust it, you have all of this right here. And then for example, I want my shadows. You can click apply, and then as you can see, it kind of turned dark. And then you can save it to our project, and then we have our rendering right here. So that's the one that we're gonna drop on our cover sheet. So I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna go right here onto sheets, right click, new sheet. We already have a zero metric here. If you want more, you could go and check out the title block and then click on open. So we have right here, click open. So that's sheet A101. If you notice, if I duplicate or if I create another one, Revit will recognize the sequencing, and it will just keep on adding all of those. So that's how smart Revit is. And what you can do now is you can change the names right here as well, and also on these sheets. So here, this will be called cover sheet, and then this one, if we go, we can change this one right here. We could have this one as first floor. Change the owner, so ACD. This is project house project, and then you can also change right here as well, second floor. This one will be elevation, and then another elevation. After that, come right here, and then you could just drag and drop. Select that again, and then no title, and we want to expand that, so just double click on that. As you can see, you can expand this one. So there's a big difference between 3D view and this one, because this one you cannot expand. If you try and do that, it's just extending the view range. So instead of that, so what you have to do is you have to render it first. After this, let's create a sheet list. What I usually put is sheet number and then sheet name. Just click this one. If you don't want anything, like for example you made a mistake, just put it back and then click open. And then what you can do is you can edit the look. Usually I just edit this part, so I want this one to be bigger, so 5, and then this one to be 4, and then I don't want this blank row on this part, so I'm going to put it right there. This will be my drawing list, and then let's go right here and then just drag and drop, and you can expand it whatever you want, and as you can see, that looks much better. Obviously we need to make this one all capital so that it looks much better. So now let's go to first floor. So here we need to drag and drop it to see how it looks. As you can see, it's very small. So what we need to do is to zoom it in. So here we're going to make it 1:50. We're going to click all of this so that we could move it much closer and to crop everything that we don't need. So that's the only thing that we need. We can now just drag and drop this, and as you can see, it's a lot bigger. So you change the scaling and everything, but this is called first floor, but I don't want to change this level 1 right here because it's going to change everything. So what you have to do is to just go to the sheet. So select the sheet, or select the view, sorry, and then once you select the view, you just change right here, first floor. Select, click it on this side, and then click apply. So now here, let's just change this one first. 1:50. Click all of this, and then just move it closer. As you can see, even if you try to remove this, it's just going to extend and contract there, because those are the things that everybody needs. So grid lines are very important. That's why Revit knows that you don't need to hide that. Select this view again, and then change it here, second floor, to change the naming on here, but only on this part. Don't worry, this line right here is not going to be visible, so you can always go back to the level and then uncheck this, so it's not going to be shown. But even if we leave it right there, it's not going to be seen anyway. So here we just need to create our elevation. If we check our elevation, if we check 1, we need to see how this one will look. This is looking too small, but it's good enough. But here it looks very small. So what we need to do is we need to go to each and every one of this and change it to 1:50, and also crop it. So cropping it like that, similar to what we did earlier. Now it's a lot bigger, and then we don't need this unnecessary things that we're showing there. So what I do first is I just usually check the sun shadow, and that's good enough for me. But it depends on how the company wants you to show or to showcase everything. So usually you guys have going to have company standards that you need to adhere, because that's something that everybody knows. You want all your company drawings to be similar. Nothing should be special or something different. So here I just need to drag and drop. It's a lot bigger now, as you can see. And then this south elevation, and then west elevation. So now let's go and try and save this first, and then print this. Let's put this one into selected sheets, and then make sure to put it back to combined. Don't put it in create, or else it's gonna keep on creating PDF single copy. So now uncheck this one and then select all. You can save this. So usually on other company drawings, there's a lot, sometimes 100 drawings or even more. So you want to make sure to have a preset of like full set drawing, and then for like for example permit, addendum, and those kind of stuff, change notice. So you can uncheck some of this, and then you can save, and then you can rename them or name them. So save this one, full set. So every time I click full set, it will click everything else. So here, press OK, OK, and then just leave it to printing. And we're gonna see how this one look. Let's save it to desktop for now. And then we want to see how this one looks. So we have the drawing list, very simple. You can always add those other schedules here, matrix, and those kind of stuff. So here, first floor, second floor, elevations, very simple elevation. We just forgot to check the shadow here, but that's about it. So thank you for watching and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.